And finally, the economic crisis in Europe and here in the United States is being felt as far away as Afghanistan, where NATO members are racing for the exit. And as they go, the money and resources needed to protect the Afghan people might go with them. Imagine a world where women are tortured for saying no. Sara Sidner has the story of the ones who NATO leaves behind.
In a small room far from home, 18-year-old Mumtaz is trying to recover from the worst chapter in her life, the day her face was soaked in acid.
I feel so bad. That is why I don't look in the mirror anymore.
A scorned young man decided if he couldn't marry her, he'd make sure no one else wanted to. One night, several armed men entered their home to teach the family a lesson.
There were 3 people. 2 of them were holding a weapon, saying, "Do not move." And the 3rd person was pouring acid.
She says the person pouring the acid was the man who had asked to marry her. A few of the men involved have been arrested, but not the one who left her scarred for life. Mumtaz is now hiding in a safe house.
This shelter has helped a lot. If they were not here, I would have been dead by now.
Unfortunately, Mumtaz's story isn't all that unusual here. She lives among 16 girls and women now in this house, and almost every single one of them has scars from domestic abuse. Across the hall from Mumtaz, Sahar Gul sits alone in her room. Illegally married off at 13 years old, she says she was treated like an animal by her husband and his family. She says she was tortured because she was unable to conceive a child right away, among other things. And she refused to submit to their demands that she work as a prostitute to contribute to the household income.
They used to beat me and choke me with wire. They poured boiling water on my face. They pulled out my fingernails.
And even after 3 family members were jailed and have now been convicted, Gul is having great difficulties getting a divorce from her husband, a scenario that infuriates Fawzia Kofi, a member of the Afghan parliament.
The judges believe that, if a woman asks for divorce, instead of being a victim, she is like a criminal. How can you break the family values and ask for divorce? So even the courts don't favor a woman who asks for divorce.
Still, since the U.S.-led war began, Human Rights Watch says the status of women in Afghanistan has improved some. For example, 2 million more girls are in school. Infant mortality rates have dropped and life expectancy has risen. But a 2008 survey by Global Rights showed 87% of Afghan women reported suffering from domestic abuse. Recognizing the problem, President Karzai enacted a law that's supposed to help eliminate violence against women. Women's rights advocates say the law is good, but its enforcement is feeble. Rights advocates fear that when the international troops leave this country, so will Afghan women's rights. Usually, the women who are suffering remain faceless to the outside world. But Mumtaz is hoping you don't forget her face. Sara Sidner, CNN, Kabul, Afghanistan.
Indeed, we dare not forget. And that's it for tonight's program. Thank you. Goodbye from New York.